English teacher part 42. Classroom climate and your role as a teacher. Well, teacher behavior relates closely to the classroom climate and in turn to students' achievement, which is highest when instructors show that they expect students to master the curriculum. You can do much to create a positive learning climate by ensuring that your classroom is safe, orderly, and harmonious and friendly place to work. You can accomplish this by modeling positive and constructive attitudes and behaviors to colleagues, students, and parents, by exercising authority fairly, by offering warmth and support, by encouraging independent thought and cooperation as appropriate, by motivating your students to learn and allowing them a measure of choice in the learning process, by ensuring a reasonable balance between the positive and negative feedback, by seeking opportunities to make your students feel liked, included, supported, accepted, valued, successful, special, and emotionally secure. Establishing rules and procedures. Well, you can always exercise your role as a teacher by including the establishment of classroom rules, that is, statements of standards or specify or forbid certain behaviors or procedures. That is, prescribed steps for helping students to participate in classroom activities, accomplish particular learning tasks. It is essential for you to establish workable rules and procedures very early in the school year, and to impress on your students and their accountability through accepting consequences for following them. It is just important as for your students to understand and set the rules and procedures and consequently the associated behavioral norms, the behaviors expected of the students. It should be fair and important that therefore you will want to think very carefully about the rules and procedures you plan to establish before communicating them or to developing them with your students. Many teachers believe that involving students in setting rules promotes ownership and responsibility, and students who have shared in the decision-making process of setting rules may be better able to understand the reasons behind them and more willing to uphold them. If you invite students to share in rules making, however, you must differentiate between rules that they must accept on your authority and those they can have a say in forming. You should not simply state rules or procedures but teach them explicitly. In fact, you might spend up to 1/3 of the first few days of the school teaching them. Even high school teachers should teach rules and procedures and discuss the consequences of their infraction, the rewards and the penalties inherent in the system of consequences you develop. Well, good rules are based on the golden rule: always treat others as you would like them to treat you. Rules should be worded positively, defining what should be done rather than what should not be done. Begin by stating some givens, such as all students and teachers must follow school rules. There is no point, however, in confusing your students with a lifetime supply of specific regulations. Do not expect them to remember and practice more than 5 to 7 general rules. Respect others and their property, for example, covers a multitude of specific, and it is easily accepted and remembered. Procedures. Specify procedures by the means of clear and explicit directions often removes much of the uncertainty that blocks beginning teachers as how to create and maintain a productive classroom climate. Perhaps the most important factor in establishing effective classroom learning procedure is giving clear directions that promote student accountability for routine procedures such as recording attendance and promptness, entering or leaving the classroom, taking out or putting away equipment and materials, participating in question and answer sessions or group or classroom discussions.